Alright, what is going on, guys? Today in this video, I figured we'd talk about, what it's like to own multiple vehicles, and if you should own multiple vehicles, is it worth putting the money down to have, more than one car, two cars, three cars, whatever. Kind of give you guys like an overview what it's like just to own multiple vehicles, because a lot of people, they have one car, and that's it, that's all they really know, and they'll have a car for 4 or 5 years, whatever, get rid of it, get something else. So there's, people that don't really drive a lot of cars or experience much with different cars, trucks, vans, whatever. And also too, I'm sorry kind of for the lack of videos recently. I just haven't really been in the mood, quite honestly. So, and then even when I try to make a video, something comes up or whatever. So that's kind of why I haven't been making as many videos as I have. So sorry for that, but I still will continue to make videos. It just, I don't know, I kind of haven't been in the mood to do it as much. But I will have some Crown Vic videos coming too. Okay, they're going to be coming. But back to the video. As you guys know, you guys all know that I have a Crown Vic Police Interceptor 2004. Most of you guys know that I have that. I'm sure there's some people that know that I have a 92 Oldsmobile Sierra, which I currently brought here. And then I also have a 1993 Jeep Cherokee XJ, which is also known as like the square body Jeep. It's not a Grand Cherokee, it's just a regular Cherokee. They're like the real boxy ones. If you go on my channel, you'll see the videos. That's the one that I just picked up recently. So I have a total of 3 cars. Now I have access to more than 3 cars. I use my grandmother's car, which is a 14 Buick Verano. There's really only 4 cars that I primarily drive. I mean, I drive my girlfriend's Jeep, which is a 2001 Jeep Cherokee, so that's another Jeep that I drive. But other than that, those are the main vehicles that I do drive. Now another vehicle that I have access to, or will have access to eventually, is my dad's pickup truck, which is a 1974 F100. We're currently in the midst of working on that, so can't really drive right now, but we're in the process of making it roadworthy. And then once it is, I have my own K that I can use and drive it around. So the main 3 cars that I use, at least that belong to me physically, are, like I said, the Oldsmobile, the Crown Vic, and the Jeep Cherokee. And we'll say they're all very different in their own ways, which is, why I didn't purchase the Oldsmobile. This was actually my first car. It was given to me. For the Crown Vic, I did purchase that. In fact, I purchased that almost 4 years ago. I purchased it April 17th of 2013, 14, I don't remember. 2014 I purchased it. So it's going to be coming up on 4 years. And I'm actually going to do a video on that, because I put 50,000 miles on the car. So I'm going to be making a video of, 50,000 mile ownership review. So that's going to be coming out probably a few videos. But, they're all different cars in their own way. You have the Crown Vic, which is a V8, rear-wheel drive, body on frame, a bigger car. I don't want to say it's like a boat. It's not boaty like a regular Grand Marquis or Crown Vic would be. It's definitely sportier, I'd say. But, it's definitely bigger. It's a little bit boatier compared to, my grandmother's Buick Verano. Then you have this, which is the 92 Oldsmobile. I'd say it's more comfortable. It's definitely a little bit of a smoother ride. Smaller, easier to get around. Obviously, it's not as powerful, but it has power in its own right. It does pretty well considering it's a 90s 6-cylinder car. It doesn't. It's like 160 horsepower, so it does okay. Nothing phenomenal, but it's a nice little car. And then I have my Jeep Cherokee, which is very, very different from any of my cars, or any of the cars that I really drive. Definitely a lot noisier because I have mud terrains on it. It's a 5-speed. The only car that I had that is a manual. All my other cars are automatic. Has a different engine layout. It's a straight 6 instead of a V, so it's not a V8 or a V6 or anything like that. It's a straight 6, so it's a different engine layout. But it is rear-wheel drive, so I'm used to that with the Crown Vic. I'm used to the rear-wheel drive. But they're all very different, and they're all good. Sorry, I'm a little chilly. I realized how cold it was. It got cold in the last 20 minutes. very good driving experiences, at least for me. Like, obviously, I say the least driver friendly, or the least, you know, driver experience would be the Oldsmobile. It's definitely the one that's the, maybe not the slowest, but it's definitely the one that's the, you know, it's for an old person, you know. They're not really meant to be a car enthusiast car, but I enjoy driving it. It's definitely, it's nice in its own way. Like I said, it's very nice to cruise around in. You got a nice, like, kind of like bench seat. It's like a 60/40 bench seat on it, so you got some room in the front, and the back seat's nice, and nice trunk. It's just an overall just nice car to drive. They're very good cars. They're very reliable. So it's nice to have an experience with so many different cars. Like, when I get in my Jeep, you know, I drive around, I'll go to work in it, whatever, do some off-roading. You know, it's loud, has like no muffler. It did have a muffler, it fell off. So, you know, it's loud, you know, it's slamming through the gears, you know, whatever. You're doing that, and then I'll get in my Crown Vic. It'll be like, you know, 10 o'clock at night, I want to drive home, because as you guys know, I don't keep the Jeep at my house, I keep it at my father's house. So, you know, when I'm done with it, I leave it there, and then I take my Crown Vic home. You know, when I get in the Crown Vic, it is so much, it's amazing the difference that you feel just with two different cars. Sometimes I get in the Crown Vic, and you can't even tell it's running. That's how, like, much quieter it is and how much smoother it is. It almost feels like I'm driving on air. You know, it's such a different experience. And I think it's great how every car has their own, you know, their own personality, their own character. I will say that driving the Jeep and then driving my Crown Vic, or even driving this and then going to my Crown Vic, makes you realize how nice my Crown Vic really is. Like, anytime my friend gets in my car, he drives it. He has a Honda Accord, and it's a nice running car. It's nice. It's a nice Honda Accord. But every time he ever gets in my car, or even if he drives it for a little while, he's always like, "Man, this thing rides so nice." The Crown Vics are such a nice riding car. You don't realize how nice they are. Like, I'm so used to it that I forget how nice they ride. But as soon as I go into another car, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like, this Crown Vic feels like a dream. And I don't know, I overall just love the experience. I love how I can hop in one car and go out in the woods and off-road, and, you know, I can put stuff in the back and whatever else. And then I have a car that if I want to go on nice highway drives, I know something I have is reliable, and it's just an overall good experience owning multiple cars. I will say it gets more expensive the more cars you own, obviously. You gotta pay for insurance on multiple vehicles. The most expensive car to insure is the Crown Vic. That is, actually no, I'm wrong. Yeah, the Crown Vic is the most expensive to insure. Overall, with all my insurance, I'm not gonna give you a price, but, you know, it's above $1,000, okay, to insure all three of my cars. In fact, I'm not gonna throw a number out there. It's more expensive, okay, than owning just one car. Now, generally, when you own multiple vehicles, the price goes down on your insurance. It was actually really weird when I insured the Jeep. I originally pay, I'm just gonna throw a number out there, or just say I pay, you know, let's say I pay $1,000 on the Oldsmobile, which I don't pay. I might pay less or more. I don't, you know, I'd rather keep that to myself when I pay for that. But, when I went to add the Jeep, I asked them, well, how much would it be? Just say I dropped my Oldsmobile and added the Jeep. It actually ended up only being $100 less to insure both vehicles. I mean, to insure the Jeep instead of, I'm sorry, I can't speak. When I did the insurance, it actually only cost me $100 more to insure both vehicles. It would have been $100 less just to insure the Jeep. So I guess you could technically say that my insurance for the Oldsmobile was only $100. So, or it's the same, but to insure it extra ended up only being $100. I can't put it in the words, but having the two cars, it saved me money. Even though I'm paying more money, it's like I said, it ended up saving money, because having the one car and then having two cars, it only ended up being $100 more. So, it's, in a sense, I'm only paying $100 a year for insurance on this. So, it pays to have multiple cars. Now, the Crown Vic is on a separate insurance. That is not, technically the Crown Vic is not mine. It's in my grandmother's name when I bought it. Reason being is because, you know, when you're a teenager, I bought it when I was 21, I think. But at the time, you know, I'm still younger, your insurance rates are high, and I wanted full coverage on it. So I put the car in her name, is insured through her policy. Obviously, I own the car, it's my car, I'm the one that does all the repairs on it and everything. But, you know, eventually once I get older and my insurance rate's a little bit cheaper, I will eventually add that to my policy, and then I'll have, you know, 3 cars in my policy. Then I'll really know how much I pay for the 3 cars. But the Crown Vic is a little bit less than both the cars that I pay on my policy, but I would say the Crown Vic is probably the most expensive. Actually, no, the Jeep would be the most expensive. But that's completely besides the point. I'm rambling on about numbers and stuff. Overall, when you have 3 cars or multiple cars, your insurance rates go down. So that's a plus there. But it is more expensive, so just keep that in mind. Another good thing about owning multiple vehicles, if one breaks down, you have another one to go to. And then if that one breaks down, you have another one to go to. You know, you always kind of have a car that you can go to no matter what's going to happen. Like I said, it's good to have a Jeep. It's good to have cars that are different in their own ways, which is what I have. It's not like I have 3 Jeeps or 3 Mustangs or 3 whatever. You know, I have something that they're all different. And it's good to have a nice balance, I'd say. I wouldn't just buy like 4 of the same as that car. I don't see a point in that. You know what I mean? As much as I love Jeeps, I wouldn't want to have 5 of them. There's no purpose. Same with Crown Vics. As much as I love Crown Vics, I wouldn't want to have 3 of them. I would maybe have 2, maybe have one that's like built. I've always wanted to build like a Crown Vic. It's like, you know, lifted a little bit with tires and turn into like a desert runner. I always thought that'd be a cool idea. Something like that I would do, and then have a regular Crown Vic, or have a Police Interceptor and have a Marauder, whatever. You know, that's something different. But I wouldn't own more 2 of the same car. That kind of just defeats the purpose. But I don't know. I think it's personally a nice balance to own multiple vehicles. I personally love it. As you guys know, I'm a car person. I love cars and stuff. And I don't know. I think it's definitely a benefit to own multiple vehicles than to just have one vehicle that you're with. Even if you buy a more expensive car, you know, you buy a car for 20K, 30K, and then you have some little cheap beater car, like a winter beater. You know, you bought for $3,000 or something. You drive, you know, something you found off Craigslist. You drive that around during the winter time, or, you know, whatever. Something that you use back and forth to get to work, and then your nicer car you take out on the weekends, or, you know, whatever. It's personally, I think it's better to have multiple vehicles than just be stuck with one car. The only real downside is maintenance. There's more to maintain. It's more money putting out. Your insurance will go up. And also the storage, you know, where to keep the cars. So in my situation, I kind of don't have the storage. I really shouldn't even own 3 cars, but it is what it is. You know, if worse came to worse, I'm sure I could figure out some type of storage situation if I needed to get rid of the Oldsmobile. I'm sure I could find a place to put it or something. So I'm sure I could figure something out, but that is definitely something to look into, to think about. But, man, it is cold. I'm like freezing. That's pretty much it, guys. You know, I don't really have too much else to say. I will say though, for me, I see a big benefit in owning multiple vehicles. I definitely think it's worth it. The only real downside is just the money you pay. You're definitely gonna be paying more money for insurance and overall maintenance costs, you know. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. You know, comment down below. If you guys have multiple cars, you know, what kind of cars do you have, and, you know, are you glad you have them, you know? Because I'm sure, you know, most people have like 2 cars, you know. Well, most people have 1 or 2. Most people don't have over that. So, you know, I'm kind of curious to know if someone's got like 5 or 6 cars and they all use them different days and stuff. That'd be kind of cool to figure out. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the Crown Vic video, 50,000 mile ownership review, is going to be coming up somewhat shortly. I have a few videos I'm going to do with the Crown Vic. I'm going to be due for inspection soon, so I'm going to go to the inspection station. Just a few things. I will, you know, have more videos coming up. I just haven't really been in the mood. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care, guys.